Hey, namaskar guys, what is up? How are you? I'm Shorab and I'm back again with the second video of golang series. So in this series, we're going to discuss about the syntax, variables and data types of golang. And without talking too much, let's get into the action. So first of all, I'm gonna open up my favorite Visual Studio Code editor. It can be different for you, but if you want, you can use it and follow the series. And here we have already built Go YouTube folder, which is a reference of the previous video. And I'm gonna opening it up. Here you can see that we already have the day one where we have just made a simple hello world project in Golang, but here we're not gonna stop uh, just building some crazy steps, but I'm gonna discuss about a little bit more in depth of Golang. So that's why this video is going to be about syntax of Golang and variables and the data types. So I'm gonna open it up here, and that was our previous this code is from our previous video. I would highly recommend you to watch this video and then watch this one. So let's create a day 2, and I would like to zoom in a little bit so that you can get a clear visualization of this code. So day 2, we need to cd into this day 2. Oops, my bad. Cd into day 2. Cd means the change directory, and where we are inside day 2. Here you can see that we are inside day 2. And first of all, we need to initialize the Go project here for day 2. To do that, what we need to do is simply write go init, sorry, my bad, go init, and oops, my bad, go mod init. And what you need to do, just simply type your github.com/ I guess you can also do something like day 2 as well, day 2 dot, but I'm gonna use sure of Roy prefix of this name, and here we go. And you can see that we can the go CLI created a mod file inside this day2 folder, and the name is that short of Roy /day2. This is the same name that we have declared here while creating this go mod module init and initializing the entire project. And this is the main entry file. If you are familiar with Rust, then it's this go.mod is like the toml file, okay? And if you are familiar with Node.js, then this is the package.json of Golang, okay? So here we can see that it's using Go on point 22.0. So if you come here and write Go version, that you can see 1.22.0 is our Go version, which is exactly identical to it. So that's very little information and basics, but what we have learned before, we learned that every Golang project must need an entry file named main.go. This is universal truth for Golang. So now, first of all, for the entry file, which is in our case main.go, we need to import the package main. Okay, so we have declared and used the main package from Golang, and telling this Golang project that this main.go file is the actual main project, actual main entry file, That's what we are declaring by importing package main. Okay, now what you need, we need to create a function of main, okay, named main, to run this. Okay, this is going to be the entry point function of this particular entry point main.go file. To how you are going to create a function, it's pretty simple. Just use func func. This is means the function, and right after that you need to name the function. In this case, as it's the main, so we are naming it as main. And here this parenthesis is, I don't know what does it called in English exactly. My English is very poor. However, I'm still making it in English. However, so this bracket is actually for declaring a function right after the name of the function, and then curly braces for making the scope of this function. So whatever you are gonna write inside this two brackets will be considered and run under the main function. Okay, so we have learned this. So this is how a function usually created in Golang, and this is most universal truth that in Golang, that you must need to create a main.go file in Rust project, and you need a entry level function as well named main here. So okay, if you come here, just test func main2 and test it out that how it's gonna work. So let's test it out. And okay, before that I would like to show you another thing, like sorry, excuse me. So if you see that in node we can use console.log console.log for printing something here in in Golang. It is a little bit different. You need a package called fmt. How you can get it? Just call package, or not package, you need import fmt. How? Just click fmt. Let me use it from here. fmt. See? Okay, so that's how we can import it. fmt. Fine. Import fmt, and here fmt dot to print it, I'm gonna go for print ln hello. So far so good. If you run it, to run this I'm gonna use go run and the file of this main entry file name main.go. So here you can see that hello is running. Now you might have some questions that why this main is running. What if we make another function. What if we make another function and name it main2, and here hello2. So see, it's giving us a warning that main2 function is unused because it's not using by default. This main.go is using this main function, that's why it's not giving us the warning. Okay, see, this is not running. But if you run it here main2, then before printing hello, this main function will be run, Actually, this is the main entry level function that will be run, and it will run first the main.to. So it will ultimately print out hello2 and then hello. Let's see. Yes, okay. Excuse me. Actually, I'm having some throat problem. So yes, that was it. But now we're not ending up here. We need to see about variables and data types too in this video. So you know the basic syntax of Golang now, and I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. So let's remove it and create a func name main for our main entry file. Okay, so let's say we're gonna create a variable. Like to declare a variable in Golang, you must need to start with the keyword called var, which is the result key for creating variables in Golang. And right after that, we need to write the name of the variable, the name which you want to be called as the variable of that value which you want to contain, right? So for here, I'm gonna go for h, right? This is the name. And what will be the type of this is? We know that age is something like a number, so it will take or contain number related data. That's why we need the type. We need to specify the type of that data which will contain here. So in this case, is as we know that in this case the age will be a number. That's why you can use an integer. Okay. My bad. So after that, we're gonna using the equal operator here so that we can actually fill the value. So for here, let's go for 11. But wait, what? It's giving us the error. Why? Because it is a string. It is a string, not a string integer data type, because we just rounded it with double quotation, so it's referring to a string. So let's remove these quotations. Now it's a integer now. Okay, so to print that, we have learned that we must need to get fmt package from Golang dot. To print it, we need to print ln, and it has other methods too of printing and formatting strings and other things, but we'll look deep dive into that in a particular video. So now if you just simply my as is print out here, it's going to be like this. Let's simply run it. Before that, I must need to clear it. So here you can see that my age is 11. Fine. So this is the string data type. Sorry, not a string, my bad. It's a integer data type. So how you can comment it out? Make a comment. Just simply / will make it as a comment, and let's add our human readable messages. Comments. Like this is a integer data type. This is an integer data type. Fine. Okay. So now how we can declare the variable in another method. So we have already discussed this at our first video in our Hello World project, but however I'm still going to explain it because it's really crucial and important to know. So it's not rust. So for that, we're going to use the first name. Okay, so now we cannot use string here or name it like this. To do that, we must need to declare it's a variable. However, this is the same of this method, but this is not the only method to creating variables in Golang. We can also do it dynamically, just simply removing this, and after that, before declaring this equal to operator, we just need to make a clone. Okay, so this is how we can declare another variable like this. So this is not mandatory. You can follow any one of them, but in Golang you will see majority of the variables are created using this method. Okay, so if you're gonna come here, fmt dot println, and then I'm gonna go for my name is first name. Okay, so here if you hover over on this variable, you can see that the same thing is it's using. Var is the variable reserved keyword for creating variable, and then the name that we have already specified for it, and the string of it is dynamically fetched here and used here, which is the string. You know how strings are created. Strings are something that are surrounded by quotations. It might be a single quotation like this. Actually, single quotations are not allowed, I guess, in Golang. I'm not sure, however, it's actually referring that the single quotations are not allowed in Golang, as far as I can understand. But in Python, it is allowed. However, we don't have any option rather than using this double quotation. So anything is surrounded by the double quotation in Golang is going to be considered as a string, whether it's a name or a number. In this case, if as this 1000 is surrounded by this double quotations, so it's also going to be considered as a string, not an integer. But if you just remove this, then it's going to be a integer, and if you hover it, then you can see that it's changed into integer. So that's the magic. Another way, it's a comment, another way of creating variables with dynamic data type, and we're gonna use this as string show of type, but the value for this example we have used string data type. Okay, so far so good. You might be thinking that why I'm taking that much time just explaining these simple keywords, because I just don't want to miss out a single point, because it's really important to beginners to understand every aspects of programming. That's why I'm taking too much time just by explaining these simple terms. However, I'm not making this video after making a script. I am doing it completely on live, completely while recording it. Okay, I'm thinking and writing. Okay, so this is here are two methods of declaring variables, and we have seen two data types already. One is integer, one is string. Now we can also declare another way, declare multiple variables and set multiple values to them according to their name. So let's have a look on it. How? Just simply write down the variable, then we're gonna make this bracket and use a, b, and c. They're the three variable names. Okay, now let's make the value of a is hello, b is 20, and c is 13.2. okay, so expected type is this. Okay, fine. Okay, so now let's go. The a will contain the string. I guess this is not the valid way. It should be like this: string, then it will be integer, and then it will be a float. I guess, is that a float? Let's search for this float data type in golang. Okay, see, we can actually learn how we can know and expose what's the float data type just by adding here this 10.2, so that we can learn that float 64 is the data type of this. So see how dynamic data type helped us to identify it. Float 64. Okay, fine. So this bracket is not required, I guess. However, this need to be inside, oh my bad, inside a bracket, and I guess this too. Let's have a look. Multiple variable declaration in golang. Go multiple variable declaration. Oh, I got it. Sorry. Here you can see it's too nice. Fine. So declare variables. I don't need this. Fine. So how we can do it? Just simply remove it. Just for a, we can declare it like a is a string and it's going to be hello. B is a float 64. Oops, my bad. Float 64, and this is defined 0. And I guess well, now I'm really Fine. So what we're taking here? Guess this. Okay. Not used. Not used. Float 64. Yes, it's working. And then C, which is going to be a integer, and it's going to be 20. Yes, that's what. We don't need this. We just need to comment it out. And let's go for fmt. fmt. Oops. B. Let's go for a variable, then b variable, then c. They're the order of seeing them. Actually need this, and we can comment them so that they are not going to be executed while running the entire code. So this is how we can declare multiple variables within by using just one var keyword. See, the value of a is hello, b is 40. Let's make it 40.10. Yeah, 40.10, and then is 20. So we have also learned another new data type, which is the float 64. Fine. Okay, now what you can do, this is one of the way of doing and specifying the variables. Okay, now let's go and see another thing, which is a boolean data type. Let's come here and use is admitted. Well, let me tell you that the name we are using here, the variable names, they are being used as snake case. Okay, so what are the snake case name? So okay, let's forget it, we'll discuss it later. First of all, let's have a focus on our boolean data type. Boolean data type. So let's go for the var is red, and it's gonna be true. So you can also, at this case, the data type is boolean, that's why I'm gonna bool, which is the boolean data type. This is specifying that the value will be bool. And if we use is red and then is red variable, and if you run it, it's going to be true. If we use the false, then it's false. So this is the boolean data type. We'll deep dive into it later videos. And then let's see the cases. So snake case. Snake case. So they are nothing, just the way you will name your variable names. For example, first name is going to be Manisha. So this is the first, and a declaring underscore and name. We are actually making a underscore between every line. I mean every specific words are going to be called as snake case. Let's make it like a camel case, which is widely used. Let's go for last name. So last, which is okay. And in camel case, you don't need to do this and then name. Just use name like this. Okay. Then we have Pascal case, educational background. So it is actually the capitalized words of letters of every word. Educational background. Educational background is CSE. Okay. Oh, I must need to do this here. So this is the snake case, this is the camel case, this is the peckle case. You can do any of it, but make sure to do it consistently. So they're the cases, they're the variables, and they are the data types, basic data types and the syntax of Golang. So that was it for today. I hope that's enough for the second video, and I hope you get a clear idea of data types in Golang, variable declarations, and the ways you can declare variables, and how you can print out the variables and the static data. And again, we have learned boolean data types, strings, floats, and integer data types in Golang. So thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.